Hey everybody, Rennie Doyle with P&S Products.
And Sydney Gwynn with P&S Products.
And we're here to talk about a new product. It's pretty exciting when we get to launch one. Now, not too often as detailers do we get to launch a brand new, we think it's kind of a premium product within the entire industry, but it's also, we're calling it, it's really pleasurable to install, and that's Legend coating. And so let's talk about what Legend is.
Yeah, so Legend is, it's a premium coating. So it's something that when the team met about probably a year and a half ago, we had bullet points that we wanted to make sure we hit with coming out with Legend. And so we needed kind of the final family member. We had things that we wanted it to, boxes to check. And so we wanted it a premium experience from beginning to end, from the minute that you receive the box, all the way to installation and the end user taking care of the car.
So let's talk about the process. Naturally, you want to go through and prep the car. So get all the normal prep done. You want to wash it.
Wash,
all
clay.
that good stuff, right? Get it clayed, dry it, you know, naturally with the great Rag Company towels. And then from there, what are you going to do?
You're going to correct the paint to your desired level of correctness. Some people may want it absolutely perfect, and you know, so it's depending on if you want to do 1 to 3 steps, but get it to the level that you prefer.
Absolutely.
And then you're going to use paint prep and get the paint all nice and
dialed in
sterilized,
and ready to go. A lot of people ask why use paint prep. And again, what it's done, it's a perfect mixture. Dave just did a great job on this to where once I get the paint correction done, what I like to do is I spray the paint prep onto the towel versus onto the surface, so you don't get any residual freckling, you know, from the product. And I just glide it over, tip to tail, front to back, you know, none of this. And pull it off, and it gets all those contaminants, anything that could cause
any waxes or oils from whatever product you used.
So you're going to get a great bond.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, I think we get busy, and we've got a couple of these guys that we're going to bring in. Let's get them busy on installing this stuff. And again, you know, the nice thing about this, whether you're brand new to laying a coating down or you're a seasoned veteran with thousands of installs, you're going to absolutely love Legend. All right, so we got the car all prepped, we're ready to go. So what we're going to do is, in the real world, we always want to start on the high parts, but the vinyl in this case is a little more sensitive, and so we're going to get a better reaction on the paint. So we're actually going to show you on this quarter panel. So we're going to come in. The first thing I'm going to do is kind of preload the pad up. Now, so this is a barrier pad, so we can put a little extra on, and it's not a real big deal. So I'm going to kind of preload this. Now, thank you. So we're going to come through, and the first thing I do, now again, 5-year coating, advanced coating, it's hardcore, is you're going to notice in a controlled environment, we're going to be able to go to a pretty big area. So I'm going to come down, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set a wet line down. And so I'm going to come right on this edge, being careful not to touch that vinyl. Make sure it's coming on. I'm going to go ahead and come over, set another wet line right there. I'm going to go ahead and get this top edge done. So I'm going to come through and capture this, and I'm just going to box into this area. So you can see I'm just following it around. Now again, this is a really advanced coating, and you can see I'm not really in too big of a hurry because it's going to spread out so nice and so even. And so I'm going to come down through here, get that part going right over the vinyl. And really no need to crosshatch. Now, you start seeing it, instead of taking and just flashing, is it's really starting to sweat. And so I'll hand this to you if you don't mind. So explain what I'm doing here. Let's explain the towels.
So we're going to use a 2-towel method, and so we are going to use a pearl weave, and this is going to be our leveling towel. So this is going to remove the product that the paint doesn't need, and then we'll go back over with our second pass just to buff it out. And so this is a 70-30 blend pearl.
And so now, even right now, as you can see, temperature in here is probably about 68 degrees. It's really, it's not, again, typical flashing. It's more of a sweat. I'm just getting to the point to where I call it lanes, because it's like a highway lanes. The lanes are opening up, they're getting wider. And so at that point, once I get to that, and there's a little bit of mix of rainbow in there. So at this point now, what I'm gonna do is start right on this top, and I'm gonna go the same direction that I started in. Now I'm gonna leave the bumpers for last, that's just my preference. So I'm gonna come through, and then I'm gonna stay within my box. So you can see I'm not going all the way to the ends, because I don't wanna create high spots. So I'm just going to come down through, just like that.
There we go.
Now I'm gonna come back around. Man, that is just beautiful.
Yeah.
Very low drag, really easy to install.
And the nice part is after you've leveled this coating is you still have plenty of time to do your final wipe off. You're not, you know, under fire to get the rest of that off, which is nice. It's got a lot of working time.
Well, you can see, wow, you can see the difference just between the panels. And I don't wipe to wipe. Once I'm off of it, I'm off of it. And so 2 towels, 5-year coating, easy install. There we go.
Awesome.
Yeah, and the nice thing is about the install is that we had, because I started out as a mobile detailer, and then one of my favorite places in the world is Hawaii. So we wanted a mobile detailer in Hawaii on a hot 90+ degree day with 90+% humidity to be able to install this in a nice environment in a garage. And so we tested it, we sent it out across the globe, we got it into hot areas, hot humid areas, cold areas, kind of neutral areas like Idaho. And we did this wide range of testing, and again, 47 samples to come up with what Legend is today. So let's talk about some of the characteristics. 5 years. So we do recommend a double coat for 5 years. Very easy, smooth, pleasurable application.
Very.
Now you use a 2-towel method, correct?
Yeah.
I use a 3-towel, which is just tells you whatever you're comfortable using, go ahead and go after it and do it.
Yeah, it's super easy to do whatever makes you feel comfortable, and even the weather and the heat, that's all going to play part of it. So if you are mobile, you might want to go with a 3-towel just so that you're working a little bit faster. But it's super easy to adapt to any environment. And the other thing I think is nice about this coating is it's great for sole operators. So if you're working by yourself, but then there's other that have, you know, a team that's helping them coat, that's a different experience.
It is.
So what's nice is you can be a sole operator and this is not stressful to use. So for me, personally, that was a box.
So we have, you know, we still have our full line of products. So Inspiration's still around. And then we've got Soul. So let's talk about Soul. That's kind of our topper 1 year. This product, Legend, when you put Soul over the top of it, well, again, it's kind of, I hate to keep saying it, but it's legendary. It really is. And the interaction between the two. The nice thing is that you can take and install a couple layers of Legend down. Now, wait time between, this is the magic part, is we say 45 minutes to an hour. And then go ahead and put on your second coat. Now, we've put on, you've probably like me, if 2 coats is good, 3 or 4 is better. We really didn't see any advantage. The product's that good that we're really, there's no need to go any more than that. And if you wanted to, you go to a 3rd coat, but put Soul over the top of it.
Yeah, for sure.
And then again, everybody, you know, you've got it on your end, bead maker over the top. You can put bead maker right over the top of Legend, or again, stack it with Soul and then go right into bead maker over the top of both of them. So let's talk about installation time, because it's easy. This product really doesn't take and cure like a normal coating does. So we're telling you it kind of comes to a sweat.
Versus a rainbow effect.
Absolutely. Now on softer paints, we've seen it actually take, and it's going to go more typical of, you know, kind of rainbowing out a little bit, just because the canvas you're working on, so to say, is a little softer. But again, it's every time I put it on, I'm just blown away. And so now this happens to be, this is great because I got to be careful, because I said it was her husband's car, and I was quickly reminded that she makes the payments on it.
It's my payment.
And so, you know,
I don't get to drive it.
Exactly. So it's fun, but we're going to actually, we're going to put it on, and it was really cool. Matter of fact, can I show them something? And so this Rag Company, this is box number 1 in the world.
1 and 2 right
here. Yeah,
here,
1 and 2. And it was really cool to unveil, you know, take the veil off and reveal what's there, you know. And
and let's show them the box real quick. Let's show them the
opening
the box, because this is part of the experience, right? So it comes in this great matte box, and you're going to pull that down, and there's the beautiful red bottle and the applicator, and there will be in here an instructional card that will have a QR code that's going to take you straight to the instruction video.
Absolutely. Now we've also, if you look at this, the bottle's really sexy too. And so this is a limited production bottle that we brought up with us. So the first 300 kits are going to have this exact kit. I hope that you can pick up that we're really excited about this new P&S Legend, and we can't wait to see it in your hands. So here's the 60 years of P&S. Take care, everybody.